book is Peppa Pig and the Vegetable Garden. Peppa Pig and her little brother George are playing at Grandpa Pig and Granny Pig's house. They love to help Grandpa Pig in the garden. What are you doing, Grandpa Pig? Asked Peppa. I'm planting seeds. What happens to seeds? They grow into plants. I make a small hole in the ground, put the seed inside, and cover it with earth. Then I water it. Everything in my garden grows from seeds like these. Bonk! Ouch! Said Grandpa Pig. An apple fell on his head. Peppa and George laughed. Grandpa Pig laughs too. Look! He says, inside this apple are more seeds to grow more apple trees, says Peppa. I want to plant a seed, Peppa says. She makes a little hole and puts the seed in it. Then she covers the seed with earth. Grandpa lets her water it. Now we wait for it to grow, he says. Peppa waits. George waits. They wait and wait and wait. It's not doing anything, says Peppa. Grandpa laughs. You have to be patient. Ah! What's this? Says Peppa. It's a monster, says George. Grandpa laughs. It's just a little snare. Grrr, says George. Monster. He likes the snail. Let's play snails, says Peppa. Grandpa finds some baskets for Peppa and George. They play snails in the garden. Look, says Peppa, a butterfly. Why do butterflies love flowers? They drink from flowers, says Grandpa Pig. They drink the flower's nectar. It's their food. Look at me. I'm playing butterfly. Peppa shouts. George wants to be a butterfly too. No, George, I'm a butterfly. You can play worm. George doesn't want to play worm. Come on, George, said Grandpa Pig. Playing worm is fun. Grandpa Pig shows George how to lie on the ground and wiggle. Soon Peppa wants to play worm too. Grandpa plants some more seeds. He drops them on the ground, but when he turns around, the little bird is eating them. Shoo, shoo, says Grandpa. Shoo, shoo. Granny Pig comes to see. We need a scarecrow, she says. Grandpa Pig brings Peppa and George in his garden shed. We'll find a lot of things in here to make a scarecrow with, he said. He says he finds sticks, strings, and some straw, and an old sack. They built the scarecrow, then dressed it in some old clothes. Peppa and George paint a face. The birds see the scarecrow. They stop eating. They stop eating Grandpa's seeds. The birds look sad, says Peppa. They must be hungry. Granny Pig brings out a bird feeder. Lunchtime, birdies, she calls. Mommy and Daddy Pig have come. Granny Pig needs blackberry to make pie for lunch. Everyone wants to help. This blackberry bush has been here since I was a little girl, says Mummy Pig. Mummy Pig climbs the ladder to get the berries at the top. Oh no! Mummy Pig falls in the bush. Where is she? Mummy Pig is okay, but she looks like a berry bush. Peppa and George pick berries from the mummy bush. Granny Pig, Grandpa Pig, Peppa, and George finish picking vegetables for lunch. They make a salad. Granny Pig cuts up a cucumber. I love cucumbers, says Peppa. Yuck, says George. He doesn't like salad. Grandpa has an idea. He gives George a new plate. Dinosaur, says George. He eats the salad. He likes it. He loves Granny Pig's blackberry pie too. Yum! The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Mommy Pig falls into the blackberry bush and she turns into a mummy bush. Peppa Pig dentist trip. Every morning, Peppa and George brush their teeth. Brush, 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 brush. George, are your teeth as clean as mine? Peppa asked, showing off her shiny white teeth. You both have lovely clean teeth. I'm sure the dentist would be happy, called out Daddy Pig. Later that day, Peppa and George are at the dentist's office, waiting for their checkups. It is George's first visit. Peppa, George, the dentist will see you now, says Miss Rabbit the nurse. Hooray! They both cheer. Peppa and George meet Dr. Elephant, the dentist. Who's first? He asked. I'm first, replies Peppa. I'm a big girl. Watch me, George. Open wide, please, Dr. Elephant says. Peppa opens her mouth as wide as she possibly can. Let's take a look, says Dr. Elephant, checking Peppa's teeth with a mirror. There, all done. What beautiful clean teeth, says Dr. Elephant. Now you can rinse your mouth. Gargle. Phew! The pink liquid tastes like bubblegum. Peppa spits it out into the sink. It's George's turn next. George does not want it to be his turn. Dr. Elephant can tell he is nervous, so he lets George hold Mr. Dinosaur. All done. You have very strong, clean teeth, George. Dr. Elephant smiles. But wait, what's this? Cries Dr. Elephant. George has clean teeth, but this young dinosaur's teeth are very dirty. The water jet, please, Miss Rabbit, orders the dentist. He uses the water to clean Mr. Dinosaur's teeth. Pink, cries George, picking up the glass. That's right, George, says Dr. Elephant. Mr. Dinosaur needs to rinse with the bubblegum flavored drink. Gurgle. Wow, what shiny teeth you have, Mr. Dinosaur, cries Miss Rabbit. Dinosaur, grrr, says George. George loves Mr. Dinosaur, especially now that he has nice clean teeth. Now Peppa and George have clean teeth too. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Mr. Dinosaur had to get sprayed with the water jet. Peppa Pig and the Great Vacation. Peppa and George are packing to go on vacation. You can't bring everything, says Daddy Pig. But we need all our toys, says Peppa. Just your favorites, says Daddy Pig. Peppa brings Teddy. George brings his dinosaur. Dinosaur, yeah, says George. Can Goldie come too? Asks Peppa. Sorry, Peppa. Goldie can't join us, but Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig will look after her. The car is packed and the family's on the road. When will we get there? Calls Peppa from the back seat. Daddy Pig tells Peppa that they have a long drive. They head out to the countryside and on their to a rented vacation house near the ocean. At their vacation house, Mummy Pig unpacks her suitcase. She brought a lot of things. I miss Goldie, says Peppa. Do you think she's all right? I think so, says Mommy Pig. Peppa calls Grandpa Pig just to make sure. The next morning, it is very sunny and warm. A perfect day for a walk, said Daddy Pig. Daddy, you found a pool, calls Peppa. Splash! Yes, says Daddy Pig. I did. Mommy Pig goes shopping in town. Peppa and George went to have pizza for lunch. Mommy Pig has found some presents for Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig. That won't all fit in your suitcase, says Daddy Pig. Look what Mommy Pig has. She has a garden gnome, a drum, a plate, a seashell, a starfish, a net, and I think she has another plate and a banjo, I think. I think she also has a violin maybe, and a net, and 2 carpets. That's a lot. I want to get something too, says Peppa. I hope it's small, says Daddy Pig. It is, says Peppa. It's a postcard, and it doesn't have to go in a suitcase. It will go in the mail. The next day, Peppa and her family go on a nature walk. Daddy Pig has packed a big picnic lunch. There's nothing here but trees, says Peppa. Look around, Peppa, says Mummy Pig. There's lots to see here. Peppa looks around. Tracks, she says. I see tracks. Dinosaur? Asks George. No, George, no dinosaur tracks, says Peppa Pig. The tracks came to an end. Peppa gets Daddy Pig's binoculars and looks up. I see birds, a mother and babies in the nest. Peppa likes looking through the binoculars. Next she looks down. I see ants, she says. They're carrying leaves for lunch. Ant salad. Yuck, says George. Peppa's hungry. So are Mommy Pig and Daddy Pig and George. Time for a nice picnic lunch. Peppa can't wait to tell Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig what a nice day they had on their nature walk. Look, the ants are taking away all their food. One has big grapes, one has cheese, one even has pizza. One has an apple, one has a carrot, and the birds are looking at them, and they're eating sandwiches, and no one seems to notice that their food is being taken. But I think George noticed. Look at his eyes. He's looking right down at the ants. That evening, Peppa calls Grandpa Pig. He promises to tell Goldie that Peppa misses her and that she will be home soon. We're taking good care of her, he says. The next day, Daddy Pig and Mummy Pig and Peppa and George go to the beach. It is a sandy beach with lots of rocks. Peppa finds a shell. George finds a fossil. Daddy Pig finds a crab. Look, the crab is biting Daddy Pig's finger. There's a tide pool, says Peppa. Peppa and George look in the tiny pool. There are small plants. There's a gold coin, says Peppa. Ooh, says George. Something is making bubbles. What could it be? What do you think it is? Let's find out. A fish, says Peppa. Hello, fish. You love my fish, Goldie. Vacation is nearly over. Time to pack the suitcase and get back in the car. Look, they're leaving. And Peppa and George are looking back at the orange trees and some grape vines and some beautiful pink flowers. It's a long drive home, but Peppa has Teddy to keep her company in the back seat. She has George too. It has been a great vacation, but she can't wait to see Goldie. Mommy Pig gives Granny Pig her present. Peppa runs to see Goldie. Oh, you've grown, she says. A lot. She seemed hungry, said Grandpa Pig. Mr. Zebra arrives. I have a postcard all the way from the beach, he said. Look, Goldie, says Peppa. You've got mail. Something from our great vacation. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is Peppa Pig went to the beach and in the tide pool she found a little fish and gold coins.